Hi everyone. In today's Freedom Model Quick lesson, I'm going to talk about changing your preference. There's a lot of people that get to the point where they feel like they're ready to stop, and the natural way to go about that is to think of all the bad things that'll happen to you or that could possibly happen to you. If you keep drinking heavily or drugging heavily or doing whatever behavior you're doing that you want to stop. And I was doing a class last night, and my student reminded me of a habit that I had. There's questions in the workbook, and one of them is, think of something that you used to do all the time, that maybe was a habit that you had that you don't do anymore. And she talked about biting your nails. And I can remember I was a nail biter from as young as I can remember. And I always looked at it like it was a way to take control of something in my life, because my life felt so out of control even as a young person, and the home life that I was in. But there was certain comfort in biting my nails. And I remember I had quit drinking, I had quit doing drugs, and years and years had gone by, and I was still a very heavy nail biter, and my nails always were a mess, and my fingers would hurt. I'd get infections, and so it was pretty unpleasant. And when I was young, my grandfather used to like smack me with whatever he had in his hand, a newspaper. I can remember he had a back scratcher that was pretty long, and he would whack my hand. And sometimes he'd miss it, and he'd hit me in the face, and I'd be like, stop biting your nails. And but the fear of all that never stopped me from biting my nails. The not wanting my fingers to bleed and things like that didn't stop me from biting my nails. It was only when I was pregnant for my son and I was on prenatal vitamins and my nails started growing. Like, my hair started growing, my nails started growing, and I saw how pretty they were. And I was like, oh, I want nails like that all the time. And cold turkey, I stopped biting my nails. I just stopped. And whenever I catch myself picking at my nails or going to bite them, I would stop myself. So two things had to happen. Number one, I had to focus on the benefits. The benefits of not biting my nails were that I'd have these really pretty nails like other girls had. And of course I wouldn't get all of the negative consequences either, but first and foremost, the pretty nails was my motivator. I wanted that. And I had to become self-aware of my habit. Now, I don't think I consciously figured out why I did it. I just always thought it was because I was a nervous person. I had a lot of anxiety. But I can tell you that since I quit biting my nails now, 25 years ago, I have had anxiety, and I've had times where, I was super anxious. My husband had quadruple bypass surgery 5 years ago. That was a pretty anxious time. I didn't go back to biting my nails. So anxiety didn't cause that. It didn't. And happiness motivators won the day. And that's true for all our habits. So when you want to change a preference, when you want to, you now have alcohol or drugs are your go-to thing. Maybe when you're feeling stressed, when you're feeling anxious, or when you just feel like you need an escape from the world. Maybe that's your go-to thing. Well, maybe look and explore other go-to things that might work a whole lot better, that will give you those pretty nails, that will give you the benefits that you're seeking. And I've definitely found that in a lot of different activities. So I don't replace biting my nails with having pretty nails. I'm not replacing it. I'm just finding something that works better. I'm finding a new preference. I'm changing my preference. When I was a kid, I wouldn't eat broccoli. I wouldn't eat Brussels sprouts. I wouldn't eat any of those things. I thought they were gross. And as an adult, I love them. I love them. Our preferences change quite naturally throughout our lifetime if we let them. And this is one of those areas with alcohol and drugs where right now you might prefer intoxication. You might have some kind of a, put it on a pedestal. You might think it's the best way you can have fun or relax. But allow for the possibility that it isn't. Allow for the possibility that it's not as great as you think it was, and that maybe it's kind of boring. And maybe you're not as happy as you could be. Allow for the possibility that you can be happier making a change. And that's my Freedom Model Quick Lesson for today. If you have any questions, if you want to talk with me, you can always call our toll-free number, 888-424-2626. I am on it most of the time, usually till 9 p.m. Eastern Time, Monday through Thursday, till 6 p.m. Eastern Time, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and from 8:30 in the morning, pretty much. You can reach me or Mark. Thanks, everyone. Bye.